Morning to you, afternoon, evening, wherever you are. This is an update for you know, it's funny. It ought to be criminal when the government fails you as badly as Tennessee failed Eliza Fletcher, her family, and who knows how many more like her. Guys, before we do this, please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Keep my channel running, please. Those of you that know, Eliza Fletcher is a Memphis school teacher and mother of two who was training for the Boston Marathon, which she was accepted to be a participant in. On September 2nd, she was jogging down Central Avenue at the University of Memphis. She actually had the protection of the University of Memphis police force and the city of Memphis police force. Both jurisdictions were overlapping right there. One of the safer places in the city to be when her assailant, Eliza Colberth Henderson, I think Pookie is his jail name. He had spent 20 years in jail for violently kidnapping a attorney in Memphis. Um, anyway, he was not supposed to be out of jail, but he saw Eliza running, jogging this morning, drove past her, turned around, waited for her in a parking lot for 20 minutes. As she approached, he jumped out of the car, ran up, and grabbed her in the middle of the street where she fought back her assailant. He dragged her and shoved her into the passenger seat of the car. At some point, he drugged her and smashed her face, and before ultimately shooting her in the back of the head and leaving her naked corpse to be found in a neighborhood in South Memphis. The day Eliza was attacked, the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation had gotten back with the results from a DNA test. The DNA test can show that Mr. Pookie was a assailant in another or in a rape that happened earlier that year. When I say earlier, it was 49 weeks. That's how long it took the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation to complete the testing. Tennessee Bureau of Investigation answered reporters with saying, well, the city of Memphis didn't ask for it to be expedited. If you're listening to this program, you know how my feelings are on that. Every rape kit should be expedited. I've made it very well known that I will be in contact with my state representatives and senators here in Tennessee. They can reconvene in January, and that is when they'll take up the issue for budgeting and whatnot. And the TBI somebody should have their feet held to the fire. This article came out today that the governor of Tennessee, Bill Lee, is to increase TBI crime lab staff and state troopers on Memphis roads. I don't know what state troopers are going to do except for allow Memphis police to not have to patrol as much, maybe for speeding and whatnot. I don't think speeding is the problem in Memphis. I think the problem is crime. All right, so there's Bill Lee. The article reads, the state will add and fill 25 new positions at the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation Crime Lab and is increasing the number of Tennessee Highway Patrol officers to be based in Memphis, Bill Lee said on Thursday. The new TBI staffing and funding for the positions comes after criticism of the lab for a backlog in testing of rape kits for law enforcement agencies, including the Memphis Police Department. Now, one of the things need to let you guys know, Tennessee is traditionally divided into three divisions: East, Middle, and West. The West Division is the one that had the 49-week backlog. The Eastern Division, I've heard, is up to 60 weeks. Matter of fact, there's City of Memphis is in the middle of being sued over failure to, I guess, apprehend or get DNA analysis completed for rape kits, which it looks like they're trying to push off onto the TBI. Anyway, the fact of the matter is that it's atrocious. And what I've heard is that they have kits that are so far backlogged that they're saying that the DNA is starting to degenerate. So it's not as good of a sample as when they first got it. And they were originally blaming all this on the pandemic. Let me get back to this. New TBI staffing and funding for the positions comes after criticism of the lab for backlog and testing rape kits law enforcement agencies, including the Memphis Police Department. We are providing additional supports so that they will have additional resources in order for their process to speed the rape kit evaluation, Governor Lee said. It's important to this community. It's one step in a number of steps that we will continue to make to support the process. The 25 labs positions are scientists, technicians, and administrative support to be added in the current fiscal year. That means they already have funding for this. I mean, they already have funding for this. Eliza Fletcher did not have to die. This guy would have been back in jail. I mean, unfortunately, the case is being overlooked. Is that a woman was raped by this Pookie character. And what's worse is, I guess worse, I don't know, but what's the outcome, I think is the correct word I'm looking for, is that you have now the death of Eliza Fletcher. Her children are without their mother. Governor Lee, with Lieutenant Governor Randy McNally and State House Speaker Cameron Sexton, announced the TBI will use existing funding to staff the positions as soon as possible, with ongoing funding proposed in the next state budget. I know Randy McNally, I know Cameron Sexton very well. They are Cameron Sexton's type of guys. Like, what the hell's going on here? Like, this isn't right. And he doesn't see things in gray. Very black or white. It's either yes or no. If he's on it and this is at the forefront, this will be brought up in the Tennessee legislature. The 25 positions include 8 more for the Jackson TBI lab that processes rape kits for Memphis Police Department and Shelby County Sheriff's Office. 11 more will go to the Nashville TBI lab, and an additional 6 to the Knoxville lab. I don't understand how that breakdown happens. Why is Nashville getting more than anybody else? The backlog and staffing shortage got new exposure after the suspect in the September 2 abduction and kidnapping of Eliza Fletcher was linked to a rape 11 months earlier through DNA testing by the TBI crime lab that came back with results days after Fletcher's murder. Lee was in Memphis Thursday to speak at the Tennessee Tourism Conference at the Renaissance Convention Center. Talking with reporters afterwards, Lee also said the city will see even more new state troopers than the 16 total Lee and the THP brass originally promised to Mayor Strickland, not counting 4 more troopers assigned to Shelby County earlier this year out of 100 new troopers for the state this year. There will be more than that when we finish our training for these troopers, Lee said. The numbers are not certain, but certainly more than 20. I mean, if they're hiring 100 new troopers, I said put them all in Memphis. I mean, look, I know I'm from Memphis originally. and I'm now live in East Tennessee. Can't get too far away from my Knoxville. But anyway, this is Memphis needs it. Memphis needs the help. This should never happen again. I don't know what it's going to take. It's going to take maybe a changing of attitudes that Memphis is Tennessee. The Memphis City Council, in a resolution approved earlier this month, called for at least 50 extra high patrol officers to be assigned to the city to work with Memphis police for at least a 6-week period. Meanwhile, Strickland met Thursday with Memphis Shelby County Juvenile Court Judge Tarek Sugarman. I thought it said Sugarman. For the first time since Sugarman was elected judge in the August 4th county general election. Strickland said the result of the meeting will be a unified application with MPD, the Shelby County Sheriff's Office, and the Memphis Shelby County Schools for a share of $100 million in state funding towards quicker intervention with juveniles who are stopped for school truancy and other issues that fall short of requiring juvenile court detention. We're all going to try to team together for more intervention with these younger kids who are 11, 12, 13, 14 years old. He said, we really need high volume interaction with them and their families to get them on the right path. Lee committed to some kind of grant for local efforts from the statewide fund as included in the current fiscal year state budget. And he said, you realize the current, okay, so in Tennessee, the current fiscal year state budget just started July 1st. So that gives you an idea of how Tennessee's budget process goes. And Lee said Thursday he wants to fast track the grant funding to be in use by early next year. Those are to invest in proven crime prevention strategies. Those go to police departments and sheriff's departments across the state. They will be deployed here. Strickland said meetings with the Shelby County Sheriff's Office are still ahead for the coordinated plan he refers to as high impact intervention. I'm talking like if a child is truant and not in school, or if they've been arrested and they are 13 years old and they've been breaking into cars, he said, somebody needs to be at the family's home 2 or 3 times a week saying, what's going on with the child? What can we do to help? What can we do to help mom and dad? That is a big undertaking. But that is, at least they have a plan. So, yeah, there we go. There is the Eliza Fletcher cause of death. It's a horrible, shameful reality. And Memphis is a great place. It is the cheapest place in the South to live. It's just because Shelby County is the largest county in the state of Tennessee, and it's all flat. So when you're building new construction, all you gotta do is take the grass up, and you can start building. It's not like where in East Tennessee you have to start, or Middle Tennessee where everything's rock, and you got to dig through it to get a foundation, a flat foundation. Shelby County in West Tennessee is truly, it was founded for a reason. It's the hub of the Mid-South. So anyway, I'm glad to see they have a plan. This does not bring Eliza back. We still have a court appearance in front of us. A lot of stuff can happen between now and then. But I hope all of you remember this. And our goal is never again. Okay? No matter where you're listening from. Never again. Other than that, guys, listen, I love y'all. Please stick around, hit that notification button, the subscription button, like button, all those things. YouTube right now, if you are a new subscriber, YouTube will unsubscribe you probably in next week. I don't know why that's happening on my stuff. Um, I I have members, paid members that get unsubscribed that are also mods. Think about that one. Members and mods, and they get unsubscribed. I've had one of them get unsubscribed 4 times. So anyway, guys, be safe. Okay, take care of yourself. Take care of others. Love each other. And right now, the biggest boogeyman we've got out there is the media trying to sell ads by pitting us against each other. If we put all that away and work together, we can make sure that what happened to Eliza Fletcher will never happen again. With that, Godspeed, everybody. I'll see y'all soon.